give us whatever you got, and if it doesn't make sense for you to be involved, we have this in our pocket to get you out of the picture if we want.
We have all the time and all of the resources to burn them to the ground.
In the glitzy streets of LA, the signs with the bold statement, "Kim Kardashian ruined my life," have become the talk of the town, and it's no surprise that the infamous reality star is at the center of it all. The website ruinedmylife.com is David Liebensohn's voice, the man who claims that Kim stole his idea worth millions for her Kimoji business and left him penniless and homeless. But why has it taken him so long to speak out? Apparently, Kim has used her power and connections to silence him for years, but not anymore. David has had enough and is finally telling his side of the story. Okay, so get this. You know those Kimojis that Kim Kardashian made famous? Well, turns out they weren't actually her idea. Nope, they were created by a dude named David Liebensohn. And get this, Kim used her money and connections to stop David from telling anyone about it for years. But finally, David has had enough and is speaking out. He's had to keep quiet for way too long and is finally telling his side of the story. Man, drama like this always gets me hooked. David is claiming that Kim Kardashian totally wrecked his life. Apparently, she straight up stole his idea for her Kimoji business and then went and messed with his main source of income. Now he's out on the streets just begging for someone to give him a chance to tell his story. But here's the thing. Kim and her team have been doing everything in their power to silence him. They don't want anyone to hear what David has to say. It's pretty messed up if you ask me, so let's dive into the nitty-gritty and find out what really went down. David created a website that is about to rock the very foundation of one of Hollywood's biggest stars. As soon as you land on the page, it hits you like a ton of bricks. Kim K ruined my life so she can have her face and butt as an emoji. And it's not just empty accusations, folks. The man behind the site, David, is laying out the cold, hard facts. He's alleging that Kim committed fraud to get the Kimoji trademark, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. If you remember Kim's commodity brand from a few years back, then you know the basis of this whole argument. But David isn't taking this lying down. He's taken legal action against Kim in the past, and now it seems like he's taking a new approach. And here's the kicker, folks. We've got a screenshot of David's LinkedIn page. That's right, we're putting a face to the name. So get ready to witness the explosive drama as we uncover the shocking truth behind this man's claims. Before we dive into the website, let's take a moment to understand who David is and how he got tangled up with one of the most famous celebrities in the world. He's just an average guy from Oklahoma, working as a consultant and trying to make a living. But a few years ago, he created Kimoji, and that's when Kim entered the picture. She used her influence and, according to David, committed fraud to get the Kimoji trademark. This led to a lawsuit from David, claiming breach of partnership, unjust enrichment, and fraud. The case was worth a whopping $300 million, but it didn't end in David's favor. So let's go back in time. It's 2014, and emojis are all the rage. Everyone is using them to express themselves, but there's one thing missing: emojis that truly embody the essence of Kim Kardashian. That's when David Liebensohn comes in. He's working for a company called App Social, and he partners up with a few others to create an app that would allow users to send Kim K-inspired emojis. They even strike a deal with the Kardashians, a 60-40 payout partnership. But here's the thing, their agreement was only verbal, and as we all know, verbal agreements can be risky. Fast forward a few years and Kim Kardashian launches Kimojis, emojis inspired by her own likeness. But what happened next would shock David to his core. Kim Kardashian insisted on filing the trademark for Kimojis to save on costs, promising to promote the concept together. However, she did not uphold her end of the bargain. Instead, she took David's idea and ran with it, raking in millions of dollars while leaving him with nothing. It seems like Kim Kardashian's team wasn't playing fair with David when it came to the Kimoji trademark. They insisted on filing it under Kim's name, even though they had a verbal agreement with David and his partners at App Social for a 60-40 payout partnership. It's almost like they were setting him up to fail and take control of everything. It's no wonder that David feels like his idea was stolen from him and that Kim ruined his life. He had a promising startup that caught the attention of one of the biggest celebrities in the world, but it ended up being his downfall. The battle for ownership of Kimoji turned into a legal slugfest, with both sides swinging hard. David had text messages and paper trails to back up his claim that the Kardashians stole his idea. He demanded $100 million in compensation, but Kim Kardashian countersued him for a staggering $300 million, essentially daring him to try to pay that off. David was in a tough spot, but he wasn't ready to give up without a fight. He knew that he was right and that the Kardashians were wrong. However, when he got hit with the countersuit, he knew that he couldn't afford to pay that kind of money. In the end, David had to back down, and the Kardashians emerged as the winners. They got to keep Kimoji as their business, and the lawsuit was thrown away. But that wasn't enough for them. They demanded that David pay them $400,000 for their time, their lawyers, and their financial compensation. It's a shocking turn of events. Even though they're all allegedly billionaires, the Kardashians still went after David for more money. It's a reminder that when it comes to business, even the most successful people can be ruthless. David's life took a turn for the worse after losing the legal battle against Kim Kardashian and her team. As a result, he is now reportedly homeless and working 2 jobs while camping out in his car. His website, which serves as a platform for him to share his side of the story, bears a notice asking visitors to be patient with its layout and grammar since it was all built on an iPhone. Nonetheless, the website looks quite impressive for something that was built on a mobile device. David's website is filled with shocking allegations and a bold headline that reads, "Serial Fraudsters." One of the juiciest details in this whole mess is the alleged breach of confidentiality by none other than the queen of social media herself, Kimberly Kardashian. She apparently signed a non-disclosure agreement for an emoji project, but then turned around and screwed over her partners. And if that wasn't enough, she used a seemingly innocent screenshot that was meant to be private to threaten and cause chaos within the group. But did she stop there? Oh no. She then proceeded to trademark Kimoji and effectively stole the whole project right out from under them. The nerve of it all. And let's not forget the fact that they had no idea what was going on, and it's all coming to light now. This is some next level drama, folks. The sheer amount of wealth Kim possesses makes it hard to fathom why she would go after someone so much smaller than her. Meanwhile, the man at the center of this controversy is struggling to make ends meet, working 2 jobs just to get by. It's a tough situation all around, and it's hard to know what's next for him. Well, that's it for today's video, folks. It's clear that David has been through a lot, and it's up to each of us to decide whose side we're on. Do you think Kim Kardashian is guilty of the accusations made by David? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.